My name is Ben Sawczuk and I'm 8 years old. I like to play soccer and I like to play basketball. I like eating chicken tenders and fries.
As I always say to people that never met him, I said, if you could start with him, you'd have 10. He's that delightful a kid. He always has been. He's got the best disposition.
That's a good one.
He's such a fun little boy. He's just pretty vivacious, loves sports. He's sweet, he's really kind, just really playful, just an absolute darling little guy.
When Ben Sawczuk came into the pediatric ICU at Hopkins, he came in as a head injury. He was riding his bike and got hit by a car, and he was critically ill. He was one of the sickest brain-injured patients that we have seen. He came in a coma, so it was not medication-induced. That was the injury, the severe injury to the brain, put him in a coma.
You don't know when somebody's in this type of a coma whether they will come out of it or not. You don't know if they do survive, what return of function will there be? Will they be able to walk? Will they be able to talk? Will they be able to feed themselves? Will they be able to remember anything? Will they be able to interact?
Dr. Kristen Nelson, she was amazing. She stayed round the clock with him because, as she said, you know, Ben needed me last night.
You really just have to monitor things and do things very frequently, because if you don't, the swelling and the injury in the brain can get worse. And it's that first 48 hours that's really critical.
And it was obvious to me that she wasn't sleeping. She was sitting there fixing this. And that's very clearly the reason why he survived.
We say they kind of checked their egos at the door because it was all about Ben and it was all about his life and his survival, and they worked amazing hours and they were very dedicated to him, and I can't say enough about them. I mean, they saved his life. After about 3.5, 4 weeks at Hopkins, he was released to start receiving therapies. And for the last 4 or 5 months here in Baltimore, he's received amazing therapy and continues to make progress daily. They got him back on a bike very soon after his accident. It's a different type of bicycle, and he's been riding, I'd say, every week since he started his therapies. It's the favorite part of his day.
Because of our really positive experience that we had with the Johns Hopkins Children's Center, we said, you know what, they've got to see the magic that they had a hand in, right? And the miracle of, you know, this kid. So we brought him back there.
Hi, buddy! Hi! You look so great!
To see him and the staff, the nurses that took care of him 24/7, the doctors who, you know, really were worried that he actually might not make it, but does. And to see their reaction, it was an amazing experience for them and for us.
That's one of the benefits of working here, is you get to work on a team where excellence is a pursuit.
We have the ability to do some other things that other hospitals in the area don't have the ability to do.
He's still very much the little boy that he used to be before his accident.
And you think, well, why did this happen? And this poor, beautiful, loving, sweet little guy, why did this happen to him? And then, except for that one bad moment, some wonderful things happened to us. And one was he was directed to Johns Hopkins Children's Center.
So many people have fallen in love with Ben Sawczuk and his family, because they are a great family, and it's great to see such a great success story. He is one big reason why you never give up hope, no matter how serious the brain injury is. You don't give up hope.